Thank you all for coming to Goodison today for today's press conference to officially unveil our new signing, Wayne Rooney. A couple of house rules before we begin, please. When you're asking your question, could you just put up your hand and one of our team will come with a microphone to you. State your name and media organisation when you're asking your question. First we're going to get underway with the manager presenting the shirt to Wayne. Okay. Right.
Start at this end and work your way down, lads. Straight down here, straight down to me. Stop. Wayne, get first to the front, please. Wayne. Perfect.
Just over to the far left, guys. Just over this way. This way, please. Just over to the far left, guys. This way, please.
And this end as well, please. Wayne, this end as well. Go to the front, please. Wayne.
Down here, please. Down here, please, Wayne. Just to the far left, guys. Just to the far left, please.
Okay. Very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Okay, thanks guys. Could we start off with Vinny O'Connor from Sky Sports News?
Yeah, Wayne, first of all, you're live on Sky Sports News HQ. How does it feel to be back, be training with your new teammates, and what was the key motivating factor in your decision to come back to Everton Football Club?
It feels great. I was excited this morning to go in and meet the lads and get on the training pitch and get going really. And no, I think it's an exciting time for myself, but it's an exciting time for Everton Football Club. I think we're moving forward. We're signing the right players, I believe, and I think we're all hoping this year can be a very good year for us.
You sound like someone then who already has targets in mind for next season. What do you think is realistically achievable for this football club?
Well, I think for us all, you want to do better than you did the previous year, and that's what we want to do. We want to keep pushing and try and be successful and to try and bring trophies to the club. I think that's what we all want, the players, the fans, the manager, and that's what we as players have got to try and do.
But you're used to winning trophies as well, so this is something that needs to change at this club, isn't it? 1995, you've alluded to, is too long for this club to be going without trophies, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is, and as I said before, I feel the club are moving in the right direction. Obviously, the manager will have his ideas on which players he wants to bring in, and we'll all, pull together and try and make sure we give everything to make sure we can do that. Probably
a question for both of you. I just wonder, Wayne, what is going to be your expected role here on the pitch? What position do you feel is going to be best suited to you, and what kind of talks have you had with Ronald as well to that effect?
Well, I think that's something which you'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I think the big thing was, coming back here to play, and then obviously the manager will assess the training sessions, and I'm sure he'll make his decisions from that.
Ronald, what are you thinking as regards Wayne's position?
No, of course, everybody knows Wayne, the qualities of Wayne, and it's try to get more productivity, where we spoke about last season, and he's really that striker, and the player with him, with that qualities can play out of different positions, but offensively can be a 10 behind the striker, can be in the free role from the left, can be the 9, can be the 7, and that's the position where Wayne will play.
As well as that, what is it that made you so keen to bring Wayne back to Everton Football Club?
Now, first of all, the qualities of the player. I think that's the most important, and we like to win. We like to win trophies, and that's a feeling that not all the players have in Everton, and we have a lot of young players. We're trying to get the best team as possible, and that experience, the experience to win titles is something really important for Everton, and that's also one of the reasons that we try to bring Wayne back to Everton.
Wayne, I was at more than one news conference last season where Ronald said how keen he was to have you back at Everton. What did that do for you at the time, hearing that?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, a manager like Ronald, and with obviously the career he had as well, he knows football. I think that's pretty clear to see, and once I knew that he was interested in bringing me back to Everton, it was really a no-brainer. It was where I wanted to come and play. Obviously I made that aware, and it was getting it done, and thankfully it's done now, and I'm looking forward to it.
Ronald, now you've got Wayne here, how many more do you expect to bring in this summer?
I think till so far we're doing good business, and you will see the next weeks what maybe we will do more. But I think it's now the press conference of Wayne. I think that's really great, and the next press conference you get the right answer from me.
I have to push you a little bit though. Sigurdsson, Giroud, two names that
Yeah,
continue.
you know me. You can mention all that names, but I will not respond about that.
How do you feel about the departure or imminent departure, because it's still to be confirmed by United, of Lukaku there?
Okay, we know it was one of the challenges for Lukaku, and we knew that. And okay, I think he took the right decision. And okay, let's hope that everything will goes well for him, because I like him, I like the player, but it's now about Everton.
And this summer as a whole, what's it said about the ambition of this club, your own ambition as well?
Yeah, but everybody knows that it was one really big reason for me to sign 1 year ago for Everton. It was all about this project, and I think the club is showing that ambition, what everybody likes to have. And that's really great, exciting times for Everton Football Club. And now it's all up to the players, to the manager, to the technical staff, to everybody to show that we are really strong and fight for it. And okay, that's now really important, to get the fitness right of all the players and to get the team right. We know we will play really soon for the points about the qualification for the Europa League, and that's important.
We've seen some training shots today, Wayne. Feeling sharp, looking fit?
Not today. No, it's obviously my first day back training with the team, and I enjoyed it. It's obviously, as a player, you want to be out there training with the players, and obviously a lot of new faces. Some I've played with before, and a lot of players I haven't played with before, so trying to get to know how they play, and so it's going to be important for me to get the right training over the next few weeks and get myself ready for the games.
Not taking any stick over the pyjama comment, have you?
No.
You expected to make such an impact?
No, to be honest, that's what I've done with the kids. My kids, well, my eldest lad who knows about football, he's an Evertonian, so he's delighted to have come back.
Wayne, Peter Stevenson from Premier League TV. 32 in October. How big a challenge is this now for you, physically, from football-wise? Have you got a point to prove now?
I think I always play like I've got a point to prove. I'm not, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming into a retirement home. I'm ready to play. I want to win. I want to be successful at this football club, and that's what I'll do. I feel good. Well, not fit at the minute, but that'll build up in the next few weeks, and I'm excited. I think it's a challenge which I think it's the right time, which I need in this period in my career, and I'm ready for it.
You went to United to win trophies. How confident are you that this is the start of a really exciting new era for Everton? Yeah,
well, I think with obviously with Ronald's ideas and the players we're bringing in, it's on us. It's all right sitting here saying we want to win trophies and we have to win trophies, but it's on us as a football club to make sure we do that, and that's why we have to work hard and make sure we're in the best position to do that.
If you look at the opening fixtures, it's a tough start, including a visit to United quite shortly. How do you look ahead to that, going back to Old Trafford?
I'm going there with Everton to try and get 3 points for Everton. I think obviously I had a great time at Manchester United. Really enjoyed working with everyone there. But football moves on, players move on, and I've come back to Everton, and certainly as you said, the fixture is not just United. There's other tough games, so we need to make sure we get the pre-season right, so we're ready for them challenges when they come about.
What exactly do you want to achieve here now? Are you looking purely for silverware, for titles? What do you want to achieve here?
Well, I think that's why you play football, to try and win trophies, and that's, of course, that's the target for it, and that's the aim, and that's what we want to do. We don't want to, obviously, you know, just limp around in the season. We want to be successful, and I'm sure, well, I know we've got the right man to lead us to do that.
Ronald, there's no sentiment in football. People have called this a fairy tale return. What have you said to him about his position in the team? How much has he got to earn it?
Now, first of all, when we spoke together was about the ambition, and he was really desperate to come back. He showed me in that meeting still that he likes the pressure. Of course, we will have pressure next season, more than last season. And he's used to do that. And I think that's some players, they need that pressure to get the best out of themselves. And you mentioned his age, and 31, October 32 is still young for football. And the qualities and the ambition that he showed to me was, for me, enough to try to sign Wayne to come back to Everton.
When you spent the money that you have already, how much pressure are you putting yourself, you personally, under?
Yeah, but for me the same question. I'm working in football a long time, and I don't remember that I had one season without any pressure, and that's good. If you like to win titles, then you need to deal with pressure, and that's not so difficult, and everybody knows about managers. You have to win. The signing that we try to bring in is to make the team stronger and to fight with more possibilities to win trophies. And okay, we will see what will happen this season.
Have you got to make top four?
Okay, I think it's still too soon to talk about top four. Of what we like to do is to continue what we did last season. And okay, and everybody knows it's everybody's trying to get the best players, and all the big six in the Premier League, they will try, they will spend money as well. And but I think it's a good signal to everybody that we are on the board, and that we try to give them that competition what we didn't did last season.
And you're not just looking for success this season, presumably. This is a long-term plan. There's a bigger picture here.
Yes, everybody knows you cannot do that in one season. And the first season was really try to play good football, to have really good results. And we did well last season, but now we need to make the next step. And to make the next step is to get really that type of players in who can use and play it, that pressure and the qualities what we need to improve.
Wayne, hi, Richard Askin, BBC North West Tonight. You've played in a lot of emotional games, obviously. How are you going to feel, though, when you run out at Goodison Park, back here again on August the 12th?
Yeah, of course, it will be an emotional day, and but you know, once you're on the pitch, you need to focus on the game. I think the build-up to it'll be exciting for myself, and I'm sure for my family, I know all my family are delighted to see me playing in the blue shirt again, and yeah, it's a day I'm looking forward to.
Must have been a proud moment when you told your family you were signing for Everton again, Wayne. What was that like?
Yeah, it was, and as I said before, my eldest lad was the happiest I've ever been, I think, and also my dad. Obviously, my dad's a huge Evertonian, and he's gone up to watch me for the last 13 years in Manchester, and now he'll have a 5-minute drive to go and watch me play again. So I think he's really happy.
Did you always know in your heart that you would play for Everton again?
You never know in football. I never, thought about it that much, to be honest. And it's really when, obviously, I was at this stage in my career, I have to take the next step, and that's when I thought about it. Obviously, speaking to Ronald, and then obviously the discussions we had, I knew it's where I need to play, I need to be, and I'm excited. I just can't wait to get out there and play.
What would it mean to you, Wayne, if you could help the team to win a trophy here?
it'd be incredible. I think I was at the FA Cup final in '95 when we won that, and to win a trophy as a player at Everton, it would be a special moment.
Wayne, Juliet from BBC Sport, Juliet Farrington. I was just wondering, the last time I saw you in a press conference situation, you looked like you didn't really want to be there. You look so excited to be here now. You said it was the right thing for you to do. Had it gone stale for you in your heart of hearts at Manchester United?
It hadn't gone stale. I enjoyed my time there, of course, but I needed to play more games, and I didn't play that often last season, and I know I'm at my best when I'm playing games consistently, and so I think I spoke with Jose, and it was the right time for me to leave and go and play somewhere else, and I firmly believe that Everton's the right club for me to do that.
Because I guess you had other options to consider as well, but with the manager saying you were desperate to come here, those options, I imagine, were non-existent as far as you were concerned.
Yeah, of course there was other options there, but again, as I said, once I knew that Ronald wanted to bring me back to the club, it was the only place I was going to be playing my football.
Thank you.
Ronald, how pivotal was the signing of Wayne for the building of the new Everton?
Really important. I mentioned already that the experience of Wayne is really important to win something and to bring over to the rest of the players. And we have some good older players in the team with a lot of experience, but we have also some really good young talentful football players, and it's an example for them, and learn from him and learn from other older players in the team, and that's really important for young players, and that's all together was really important for me to try to bring Wayne back to the club.
Is part of the reason that we know what Wayne can do as a player, a goal scorer, creator of goals, is part of it not just your ambition and his, but it is leadership on the field and it is his experience?
Yeah, that's really important. Try to get the best players in. And of course, we did already some signings, and all different ages, and I think we missed really a player like Wayne to bring back for the team and to have that experience in the team. If we come out of the tunnel and you stay with Wayne Rooney, or you stay without Wayne Rooney, and that's a difference, and that's what we need, and to win something what we like to win.
And if you spoke quite a lot last season about the lack of productivity at the top end of the pitch and shortage of goals away from Romelu Lukaku. You have all kinds of variations now, even with the players that you've got, and we know that you're linked with others, that there's an abundance of new talent at the top end of the pitch.
Yeah, that's what we need to improve, and of course we had a great striker like Romelu last season who scored 25 goals, and the second on the list was somebody with 4 or 5 goals, and that's not enough. You need more players, you need more productivity. I prefer to have several players scoring 10 to 15 goals than only one scoring 25, and I think that's better for the team, and that's what we need to improve. And Wayne is that kind of player who can bring productivity as well to the team.
Hi Wayne, Steve Scott from ITV News here. I just wondered, you've alluded to it already, that the last season spending a lot of time on the bench. How does a player with your sort of passion deal with that? Do you go home and kick the furniture, or what actually happens?
No, it's obviously frustrating. I've played my whole career. I've played, and it was the first time in my career where I didn't play, and I was on the bench, and it's not me. I need to play. I want to play football. So when I weren't playing, it was frustrating. But obviously I was the captain of Manchester United, so you need to keep yourself positive around the place and try and make sure you're not bringing a negativity to the dressing room.
Was that really tough for you?
It was tough, yeah. Obviously not playing, but again, that's football. Some people will accept not playing and playing every few weeks, but I think for me, I love playing football, and that's what I want to do.
Do you think playing here more regularly and finding some decent form will help your England ambitions. I wonder what your future England ambitions are.
To be honest, I'm not focused on it. I'm focused on Everton, getting back playing and doing well for Everton. If I do that, then Gareth Southgate will have a decision to make whether he puts me back in the squad or not.
And you'll try and force him to make that decision?
Well, hopefully my performances are good enough for Everton, and I'm sure he won't be able to ignore me if they are.
Wayne, just speaking to a few fans outside before, there's a massive feel-good factor at the club now with potentially new ground, new signings, Mashiri as well, spending quite a lot of money. How exciting is that for not just for you, but for to generate the goodwill of the fans as well?
Yeah, for me as a player coming into the club, it's, as I said, I keep saying it's an exciting time for me and the club, but I know from speaking to fans, my family, fans of the football club, how excited they are as well, because I think it's great for everyone when a club makes new signings, and we've made a few, and there's a real good feeling around Everton Football Club at the minute.
Ron, can we just check as well, what's the situation as regards Ross Barkley's future now? Particularly with Wayne coming here, because I'd imagine you'd like to have a nice Scouse spine to your side as well.
It's a nice question again for the next press conference.
Is there anything you can tell us? I mean, what
no,
talks
I don't speak about other things than the presentation of Wayne. I think that's more important than the rest of the questions, but next time.
Ronald, I know you say you just don't want to take questions on Wayne, so forgive me, but Aaron Lennon's returned to training this week. We've seen pictures of him. He's had a difficult time, but it's good to see him back, isn't it?
Yeah, I was really pleased to have Aaron back on the training pitch, because everybody knows he had a difficult, hard time last few months of the season, and everybody's really happy that Aaron is back and back in fitness, and it's a good time to start and to get the fitness back to start the pre-season, and it's really really good.
And in a way, you feel like you've got a new player back as well.
Yeah, but okay, we have good players back, and also Coleman will come back, Bolassi will come back, and that makes really the competition what we need to win, and what we need and what big teams likes to have good players and fight for your place in a team.
Any further questions? Okay, thank you very much, guys. We're going to do some breakouts, which you've been made aware of. They'll take place in the skybox afterwards. Thank you.
Thank you.